We're here to tell you about important stories in the news from around the world. My name is Lucy.
And my name is Aditi. Our lead story is about the new head of the Catholic Church. Yesterday, the College of Cardinals elected the 76-year-old Archbishop of Buenos Aires as the 226th Pope. He is the first non-European to serve as Pope in 1,200 years and will be called Pope Francis.
After 3 months of waiting in Venezuela for the return of their president, the Venezuelans find that he died of cancer while flying home. Hugo Chavez was loved by the majority of the people, most of which were devastated at the news of his death. Chavez's vice president, Nicolas Maduro, has been rumored to be specifically chosen to succeed Chavez. Unlike the American Constitution, the vice president in Venezuela does not immediately step in if the president dies in office. A special election will be held between Maduro and the man who lost the election to Chavez in October.
Elsewhere in the news, a recent survey in Austria showed that many Austrians believe that the Nazi regime was not a bad thing. More than half of those surveyed thought that the Nazi candidates would be elected if the party was allowed to run. The poll was taken in advance of the 75th anniversary of the invasion by Hitler and the annexation of Germany by the annexation of Austria by the Germans.
In Nairobi, Kenya, it was said that there will be another delay on the closely fought presidential election. Tension is rising, and citizens are getting upset. The vote totals are being watched by the United States and other Western powers, because they are worried that supporters of war could be voted into office. The delays have been caused by technical problems, and even though the results were supposed to be released last Friday, nothing was heard.
North Korea has been producing and testing nuclear weapons and have outright refused to meet with the United Nations to agree to stop production of these weapons. South Korea in the past has largely overlooked any threat from their neighbor, but the breakthroughs in the North's missiles and nuclear programs and the threats of war have heightened fears in South Korea that the new and untested leaders could overreact, resulting in disastrous consequences.
Communist China has been a strong ally of Communist North Korea. China, however, has been attempting to use encouragement, not force, to persuade North Korea to stop making nuclear weapons. Unfortunately, Chinese leaders have started to second-guess their decisions and are now urging North Korea to meet with the United Nations.
One of China's major problems is air pollution, and the government has begun to speed up efforts to deal with the problem. One innovative solution is a plan to build 6 skyscrapers that function as urban farms. On these buildings, in addition to planted crops, there will be wind turbines and photoelectric cells. The skyscrapers will also contain housing for hundreds of families.
Bill Clinton, the 42nd President of the United States, recently visited Haiti to promote investment in their agriculture industry. On his trip, he has made trips to a school of agriculture, a coffee processing plant, and a brewery. He is expected to announce several grants coming from his Clinton Foundation. This is Clinton's second trip to Haiti this year. In January, he visited to mark the 3rd anniversary of the devastating earthquake that struck.
International Women's Day will be celebrated on March 8th around the world. Its purpose is to celebrate the roles of women who make up 50% of the world's population. The day will also serve to emphasize problems that women now face, including violence, unfair work rules, and outdated ideas about what should be the place of women in society.
There have been new theories proposed as to how Stonehenge, the famous historical site in England, was built. Remains of cremated bodies have been found around the areas near to Stonehenge, and researchers think it may have been a burial ground for the elite in England. There were men, women, and children, so it's possible that whole families are buried there. Others believe that Stonehenge might have been a Druid worship site, an astronomical observatory, or a healing place. Here's Jonathan with School Service News.
To help vaccinate the poor of Ghana, you can bring in at least $5 to purchase a red nose to wear on March 15th. The money will be used to help the poor in Ghana. Donate for the cause. Also, thanks to everyone who participated, helped with, or attended the variety show last Wednesday. The Enrichment Center really appreciated it. Finally, next Friday, there will be a magic-themed Spirit Day. You can sign up to perform magic tricks and win spirit points for your team. The sign-up sheet is outside in the 9th grade lounge. Quinn has our sports news.
Thanks, Jonathan. On Tuesday, the tennis team almost won with a score of 7-9 against Canterbury. The track team traveled to Raleigh, and many athletes reached many new personal records. Aubrey won the 100, 200, and the high jump. Con placed second in the mile run, and Andrew and Anaya showed serious sixth strength in the 600. Boys lacrosse also played Canterbury here at Summit, but they lost with a score of 7-5. Even with the score at 7-1 in the fourth quarter, the team played hard. Robert scored 3 goals in 45 seconds. Turner scored another. Some other players in the game were Henry, Fleet, and Gavin. The boys and girls lacrosse have another game this Friday at Ravenscroft, both at 4 p.m. So go out and support your teams. Now here's Aton. Now Aton has our weather.
Thanks, Quinn. This weekend, we can expect plenty of rain, but temperatures in the low 70s. On Saturday, we will have a high of 73 and a low of 43, with a chance of thunderstorms. On Sunday, there will be a high of 70 and a low of 46, and a chance of rain. Our weather spotlight this week is Lizard Lick, North Carolina. In Lizard Lick on Saturday, there will be a high of 75 and a low of 41, with the chance of thunderstorms. On Sunday, Lizard Lick will be experiencing a high of 73 and a low of 39 with a chance of rain. Now it's time for El Tiempo Aguilas.
Buenos días, amigas. Yo me llamo Michaela.
Y yo me llamo Clayton. Bienvenidos al programa El Tiempo Aguilas. Este es el pronóstico para el fin de semana.
Viernes, la temperatura alta es de 15 grados centígrados y parcialmente nublado. Sábado, la temperatura alta es de 29 grados centígrados y parcialmente nublado domingo. La temperatura alta es de 28 grados centígrados con poca lluvia.
¡Qué bien! Entonces, este fin de semana necesito llevar pantalones, zapatos y una camiseta. Es todo por ahora. Adiós!
That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to you turning in again next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and have a fun and safe weekend.